Today I'd like to talk to you about socialized medicine, specifically Obama's healthcare plan and what the real goals behind it are. Now, Obama has demonstrated the ability to be a bold-faced liar, and he will start a conversation in a speech where he'll tell you I'm against doing this, I'm against government bureaucrats running your healthcare. Now here's my plan for government bureaucrats running your healthcare. And he does this all the time. In fact, in one speech, he went on about how he was against using the reconciliation option to pass universal health care or pass health care. And now he's pushing for it. And he says he wants Congress to do exactly that. He lies constantly. Having established that Obama is a liar, we have to now look at more subversive reasons behind why he's doing things. Is he really doing this all because he cares about the poor, uninsured people in America? No. He told us right up front what his original goals were. He admitted he was a fan of universal health care, a state-run health care program. That's what he said. He said it in numerous pre-election statements. But when he was on a campaign trail, he muted that and didn't say that. He said, I'm against that. Why did he do that? Because he wanted to get elected, and if he ran for office saying, I wanted socialized health care and have universal health care, he'd never get it. So he knew he had to lie. And lying is what he does best. So, he's lying about what his goals are. His goals are a universal health care program through the state. The government complete takeover of the medical industry. 1/6 of our economy. He's for that. Then why is he so supportive of this bill that he wants forced through? It doesn't give him universal control, does it? No, it doesn't. But it does set up the frameworks. What it does is it puts government as the decider whether or not private insurance is doing their job. And if the private insurance isn't doing their job, they don't make the list. And the list that you get to pick from are all approved by the government. Now this has helped them because those companies that are going to be on the list are saying, hoo, lots of money coming our way because everyone's going to be forced to pick from one of us. We're in the in crowd. Problem is, they're stupid. And their stupidity comes in the fact that they don't recognize what Obama's real goals are, is to destroy them as well. Because what he's going to do is he's going to make it so they can't reject people for pre-existing conditions. If someone just discovers he has cancer today and then goes to the insurance company saying, insure me, I'll pay $100 a month. Now insure me for my vast medical bills that are going to come from cancer. How much money do you think the insurance company is going to spend on that person versus how much they're going to bring in? Of course, if you flood the market with those kind of individuals and force the insurance companies to take them, you're going to drive up the cost for the insurance companies. So what's the only thing that these collections of insurance companies are going to be able to do to stay afloat? Raise their rates, because they got to get the money from somewhere. And they raise it on all Americans. Now all Americans are now angry at the insurance companies because their rates continue to rise. It didn't fix the problem. And Obama said, of course it didn't fix the problem, because what we needed all along was a government universal health care plan. And he's got what he wanted. Now why do the Democrats want a government universal health care plan? Is it because they really want to help all the people? No. They know as well as anyone that when they get the government universal health care plan, they're going to cut back on what you can take in medical treatment, because they're going to be able to say, well, because they're in charge of money at that point, and they're going to say, well, we don't want to spend too much on this person because he's old, and we don't want to spend too much on this baby because she's not producing anything. So if you're in a certain age bracket, we'll fund you, but only to a certain point, and we're going to decide what treatments are acceptable for you to have and what treatments aren't acceptable for you to have, and you're going to end up living with a second-rate insurance policy and having to basically beg at the government's doorstep. Now, assuming that second-rate insurance policy covers all the stuff that you personally have, then it's the joy of the universe to you, and you love it because it seems to be free, even though they're actually paying for it with massive taxes. But if you need something that the government doesn't want you to have, well, you're tough out of luck. You have no choice now because they killed all other options. And that's the goal. Why do they want to do this? Why do they want to control this? It's because it gives them power. Everything in your life can be linked to healthcare. And when they control healthcare, they can start saying, well, we have to now control whether you go rock climbing. We have to make it illegal because you know how many injuries happen during rock climbing? We have to make smoking illegal. Why? You know how many people, what kind of medical issues come up because of smoking? We have to control handguns because you know the medical issues linked to that. The taxpayers' money must be protected. It's not about taxpayers. It's about controlling your life. This is why they're promoting it. This is why they want this bill to pass, because this bill will destroy insurance. Private insurance will be destroyed. First, the groups not on the government's list, and the ones on the government's list are the ones that will pay the politicians so they can get elected. But even they are the target, because eventually they're going to be so expensive that the government will have to take over. And that's the goal. It's power. It's control. It's money. And it's them running the show. My solution, leave it to the American people to solve the problem. Cut regulations. Let private organizations form to monitor the doctors and to report malpractice or report when the operation or procedure is bad. Give the American citizens the power to solve their own problems, and they will solve them. Because you got to believe in the people, not in the government. Thank you very much. Have yourself a good day, and God bless.